What a great way to start the weekend with 3 points on a Friday. We'll take that against Leeds. They're obviously a really high intensity side. Going into the game, you know, after that second half performance, I really was hoping that we was going to push on, and we did. We sort of took on how we left off. Um, Great to see the guys just having shots from outside the box and really testing the keeper. You know, we could have really scored 1 or 2 goals in that first half. So if we keep doing that, then I'd like to think that we can actually score more than 1 goal, 1 or 2 goals a match. But yeah, no, it's nice to see Neto taking shots. Mado could have scored, but then obviously in the second half, you always knew that Leeds were going to come back into the game. And then Rui Patricio pulled off some absolute great saves to keep us in it. He was my man of the match today. And obviously Adama, another long shot, got a bit lucky, but it seems like luck's on our side at the moment. So we'll take it. And, you know, back-to-back wins. All of a sudden, if we win against Newcastle, we're not looking down anymore. We're looking up. Can we try and go on to that European race? But just good to see us playing well and actually having a good game. So yeah, happy with the result today. Happy with the way that everyone performed. The only negative I'd say is I think Den Donker needs to come out centre back. We really miss Bolly. He looks like he's having a torrid time. So hopefully we can get someone back soon, or someone else can try in that position, because he doesn't look comfortable to me. All right, have a good weekend. See ya.
Well, thanks, Wolf, for not ruining my weekend again. Much better today, much better. I'm not a hard man to please, and I've said for ages, like Wolves used to be such a good side to watch, like so exciting on the front foot, and today was just that. I think that's probably the best 90 minutes performance we've had in probably looking at 12 months. I thought everyone was brilliant. I thought Nuno would have gone into the game with a bit more of a pragmatic approach, and I don't think any of us could have blamed him if he had done against a Leeds side that's full of running, full of energy. And in the first half, we pressed them off the field. I thought we were excellent, a lot better. I thought Semedo had a fantastic game. Traore looked great as well, and even Neves and Matinho did an unbelievable job of screening that back five. In the first half, they were everywhere. Leeds had a few chances that they should have scored, and they most of them came from set pieces. We really need to be a bit more aggressive in each box when ball's coming into the box. We don't really attack balls. I think you probably get that with Bolly, but apart from that, for me, no complaints. We should have probably scored a few more. Great to see, Adama get on the score sheet. It's going to go down as an own goal, but yeah, he played really well too. But yeah, a good performance, and to see us like press teams and have a go from the off, like this is what we've all been waiting for. This isn't the reason why we want, or I wanted Nuno out. Like, if we play like that, he's got the gig for the rest of his life. But it's when we're turning out poor performances, when we know we can play like that, and take it for granted. Leeds have had a few injuries, but that's a massive result tonight. And now that the tide is starting to turn somewhat, we're looking like we're hitting a bit of form. The rut is coming to an end, and these next 2 games against Newcastle and Villa are extremely winnable. So for me, it was a fantastic performance. Jose held the ball up well. His link-up play, I mean, he didn't pose much of a goal threat, but he linked players. He brought Neto and Adama into play quite seamlessly, and yeah, he played well, and Silva come and did a job. Bit disappointing for Marcel, who I am convinced at the moment he's made out of Roy-Vitas. He's just come back from injury, but he's crocked again. But apart from that, the only complaint I do have is being more aggressive in the box and not letting being susceptible to set pieces. But apart from that, an extremely good performance. Hopefully the tide is turning.
Well, it feels like a big relief to get a result out of that performance. I felt we were really good first half. Attacked well. Probably could have scored and with some decent saves from their keeper. Semedo got in some great positions. Second half, while we rode around luck a bit, I felt like the goal was obviously with a slice of luck, but I felt like we'd earned the luck at that point. Came from the tactic we'd all asked for all week, with Adama and Neto cutting in off the wings, and I feel that's definitely the way to move forward. While it is a slice of luck, it was an absolutely amazing hit. Would have liked us to carry on pressing more. especially with how much Leeds were attacking. Definitely think we need to start learning from sitting back slightly and allowing a team to come on to us. Really chuffed to get the win with a team that can attack so well and keep a clean sheet. Probably felt that before injury time, I would have probably given man of the match to William Jose personally. I felt that he had his best game so far for us, I think. He held the ball up really well, linked up play really well, was laying off to Neto and Adama, and generally got involved more, dropping a bit deeper, but he was really occupying the two central defenders. But in the end, I'd probably give it to Rui Patricio just for the way he kept, obviously not so much kept us in the game, but let us hold on for the 3 points. Some of the saves they were making, while they were straight at him, his reflexes were great. The one off Costa at the end was a smart save, and I felt that without him tonight, we'd have probably given up a couple of points there. Also, I felt Cody was really good as well. Apart from obviously their disallowed goal, felt he really kept the leash on Bamford. For them, I thought Rafinha was class. Always looked dangerous, and his set pieces were spot on. So really chuffed to get the points. Slightly a performance of two halves, which we'll need to learn from. But yeah, really chuffed for the win.
So there's a couple of guarantees in life. You die, you pay taxes, and Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Leeds United by 1-0 via an own goal. But that was a very, very good 3 points. I thought the first half kind of carried on from how the second half ended against Southampton. We looked very, very good. The press was very, very good. I thought Moutinho, who I've been critical of for so many weeks, he had a very, very good game. I thought Semedo as well. He was given so much freedom to kind of do what he wanted. That's something we've been screaming out for. And I think probably switching Adama over has definitely helped Nelson Semedo massively. I think another point on there as well, another good player was Pedro Neto. The shot that he had in the first half is very, very unfortunate not to put the ball in the back of the net. He took his mother's advice quite literally after that great opportunity that he had and just kept shooting from anywhere. It's like, Peds, mate, worked once. It's probably not going to work again, mate. But that's probably something we need to work on. Just, our positioning in the final third and just the fact we're relying on long shots most of the time. And I think in the second half, that kind of carried on a little bit where we was relying on the long shots. Not many of them will come off. But when they do come off, it is going to be a magical goal. And Adama Traore, who to that point had quite a quiet game, cuts inside, produces a bit of magic, and it's bounced off the goalkeeper. But again, it's that luck that we needed. Like, we've been screaming out for that luck for how many weeks now? And again, I'd rather be lucky than good. But it comes off the back of there was an alarm bell that was raised, that opportunity from Liam Cooper. Then he had another one straight after the goal. It still seems as though the set pieces still haven't been improved. And I feel as though that's something that we could improve on. Another thing that I need to add as well, it was an absolute bollocks VAR decision. Let's not lie to ourselves. That's not offside. That's not football. I mean, as much as people are going to, praise it saying, thank God we've got a VAR and whatever, you've got to be consistent. And it was a shit call. Like, his knee's offside. It's not offside. It's not clear, it's not obvious. And it took about 5 minutes to get a decision. But again, because it's Patrick Bamford, it's quite funny. But no, it was a good 3 points. Our game management towards the end of the game I thought was really, really good. Only criticism I'd probably say was the Ander Dendoncker in the defence. He just does not scream out any sort of confidence for me. Whether it is in midfield or defence, he is not good. Like, the opportunity at the end for Helder Costa. What is he doing defensively? Even in the first half, there was many hospital passes. And I feel as though that's something that we could improve on as well. Not playing Leander Dendoncker in a centre-back position, which he's not really good at. But at the end of the day, it's a great 3 points. And it's a 3 points where we've got 10 points from 12 games. We're starting to hit a good run of form. Before this game, I was saying we're in a good run of form, but it didn't feel like we was in a good run of form. Now with performances like that, and just this is only the second time this season we've got back-to-back wins. Hopefully we can build on this now. And for me, this is more a case of who's going to be here next season, who's going to be good enough to move us forward. Because a lot of players today that, there was a lot of question marks about them, whether if they were going to be good enough this season, might have answered their critics. But again, I still think it will take more time for, these players to shine through. Anyway, thanks for having me on Talking Wolves. And stay safe, everybody. And let's hope this lockdown ends very soon.
Wow, what a game. 1-0 Wolves. Big game for us. Obviously, we wanted that win. Very important for us. I feel it was a good win, but every time the counter-attack happened, I'd get nervous because they're very good at counter-attacking, as we know from like a Newcastle game where they scored 5 goals all from counter-attacks. Patricio, I feel he had a great game, especially towards the end of the game, saving like some incredible shots. And also I felt that Rafinha, wow, I did not know he could cross like that. Traore with the own goal then. I saw in an interview after the game that he didn't mind that he didn't score it because he's happy for the win. But obviously I, as a Traore fan, obviously want him to get those goals in. Obviously he hasn't scored in a while. But yeah, we still got the win. My man of the match would definitely be Neto. If Traore had scored that, I would say probably Traore purely because of that cracking goal. But he didn't score it. He did have a few good chances too, which obviously was great. But Neto, every game, always, as we say most games, always there, always trying his best. Great young player, really like him. So yeah, on to Newcastle next. Let's hope for a win.
So, a fantastic win again. Wolves 1, Leeds United 0. A win and a clean sheet. Can we believe it? Fantastic result. And, rode our luck a bit at points. But, I think when you're in the patch that we were in, you have to ride your luck sometimes to get the win. But I thought we were really, really impressive today. Really pleased with the attitude. I think that was the thing that I was most pleased about, was the attitude that we went into the game with. We were positive, we were getting forward, we were quick, we were pressing Leeds as well. I thought Neves and Moutinho were fantastic. If I'm being honest, I was worried about Moutinho because of the style of play Leeds plays, very taxing. I thought that if we're having to close them down, Moutinho might get tired. But credit to him and Neves, they were really, really good in winning the ball back and getting us up the pitch. And we played a lot. We played a much higher line in this game. And considering that our centre-backs aren't the quickest, that was a bit of a worry, and we did see that at points. I think set pieces in particular as well was another thing that was a big worry. But I just want to focus on the positives, to be honest, because we were really, really good. Full-backs were superb today, and I think that was really due to the inverted wingers, which we saw against Southampton. Traore and Neto yet again causing problems all the time. Pedro Neto, after the interview, of course, that everyone knows about, his mom told him to shoot more, definitely took that advice on board. So good lad Neto. Always listen to your mom. They always have good advice. And tested Meslier as well. We looked like we were really going to cause Leeds a lot of problems, and it was good to see us be positive and actually take our chances. To get forward and maybe just, test the goalkeeper here and there. You never know, it could be a deflection, a rebound or a mistake. And I thought we were really good. Semedo was fantastic today. What a game. I think probably his best game so far. Bombing forward at every opportunity. Should have really scored. I think on another day he could have maybe, used his left and gone far corner. But he was constantly using the overlap, getting inside the channel, finding the harsh spaces where Leeds were not covered. They did have a very big gap between the midfield and the defence, and I think we could have used that a bit better at points, but I thought we used it well enough to get the win. Willian Jose, good link-up play, started pressing the ball a lot more as well, I've realised, so he looks like he's getting used to the way the team plays. And fantastic goal as well, a bit fortuitous really with the deflection, but a fantastic strike by Adama Traore. I mean, my word, this guy can hit a football. Absolute scorcher. Off the underside of the bar, off the back of Meslier, and we win 1-0. Pretty much a carbon copy of the last game, really, in the fact that it was a Meslier mistake, sort of, that gave us the win. Same scoreline, clean sheet, 2 clean sheets against Leeds and a league double as well. Considering these are the quote-unquote great entertainers of the league, I think that we've done pretty well to keep them quiet. And we did well to press from the front as well. Really, really impressive game all around. I thought defensively we were quite good as well. Few mistakes here and there. I think particularly in the second half, a few hairy moments. Helder Costa really should have scored, which would have been typical Wolves, but he didn't score, and we got the win. We got a clean sheet, and 2 wins on the bounce now. It looks like that attitude from the second half against Southampton has translated into this game, which is what we wanted to see. And fantastic performance to back up what has been a good run of form, really. 10 points from our last 12. Rui Patricio, again, I always forget to mention him. Very good performance again, commanding his area. He looks confident again. He's shot stopping is as good as always, but he's collecting of the ball, and his presence has got a lot better as well. So overall, a really good game. Fullbacks excellent, midfield brilliant, forward line effective. I thought Fabio Silva looked decent when he came on for a few minutes as well. He looks like he's starting to get used to the physicality. So yeah, fantastic win. Can't really complain. A few little tweaks defensively, but let's be honest, it's a fantastic win.
You know, some weeks ago I said here that, you know, once we find a winning formula, we could challenge for Europe this season. And many of you insulted him, many of you called me I'm deluded and all sorts of that. And guess what? You're 6 points behind Liverpool. You're 6 points behind the champions of last season. Big ups to Nuno. We found a winning formula, like something that works, you know. Inverting Neto and Adama has been the changing point of this season, and I feel we should build on that going forward. Not just this season, next season. I don't get why some of you are saying we need to go back to a back 4 or we need to scrap a back 3. Trust me, this back 3 system is something that works, and it's something that's going to work for us long term. Chelsea won the league with a back 3 system, and I feel someday we would win the league. Big ups to Rui Patricio. I think he was the man of the match today. He pulled off some beautiful saves, some amazing saves. Ruben Neves, that's the word. Ruben Neves, that guy just stabilizes the midfield. I mean, it's rare for you to, you know, play a 2-man midfield and still control the game at the same time, but big ups to Ruben Neves. Same thing goes for João Moutinho. Like, João Moutinho does so many things that goes unnoticed. He always presses, you know, like he makes that first challenge. Big ups to João Moutinho. Pedro Neto was brilliant as usual. He said something in the article yesterday saying his mom told him to shoot more. He definitely listened to his mom. Adama Traore, you know, Adama playing on the left is it's unbelievable, because, you know, everyone says Adama is too one-dimensional, you know. Just mark Adama tightly on the right, and you know he's always going to run to the byline and cross. But you know, he's doing on the left, he's so unpredictable. You don't know if he's going to go straight to the byline, he's going to cut inside. I feel this should be the way going forward. You know, playing inverted wingers, it's a football cheat, it's a football myth. I feel bad for Marcel. Head is injured and he's going to be away for a while. I feel bad for him. Good thing is Johnny is coming back slowly and slowly. I still feel the Donker should improve. If the Donker is going to, you know, if I feel we should give Max Kilman a run in, you know, give Max Kilman a run. I feel the Donker is still quite shaky. And yeah, big ups to Talking Wolves. Keep listening to the fantastic work Talking Wolves are doing. And see you next time out. Peace.